The 1987 Philippine Constitution is like the rulebook for our country. It's the document that lays out all the laws and principles that make the Philippines what it is. From protecting our rights to shaping our government, it's the foundation of how we live together as a nation. So, let's unravel this important document and see what makes it so special. Preamble. This is like a warm welcome to the Constitution. It talks about what the Filipino people want for their country, like peace, freedom, and prosperity. Article 1. National Territory. This article tells us about the land and water that belong to the Philippines. It's like drawing a boundary line on a map to show what's ours. Archipelagic state. The Philippines is an archipelago, consisting of over 7,000 islands spread across the western Pacific Ocean. These islands vary in size, with Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao being the largest and most populous. Land territory. This includes all the islands within the archipelago, from the northernmost Batons to the southernmost Tai-Tai. It covers diverse landscapes, such as mountains, forests, plains, and coastlines. Maritime territory. The Philippines' maritime territory extends beyond its land boundaries and includes various maritime zones. Territorial waters. These are waters extending 12 nautical miles from the baseline of the coast. Within this zone, the Philippines exercises sovereignty, including the right to regulate navigation and exploit resources. Contiguous zone. Beyond the territorial waters, there is a contiguous zone that extends up to 24 nautical miles from the baseline. In this zone, the Philippines can enforce customs, immigration, and sanitary laws. Exclusive economic zone. Extends up to 200 nautical miles from the baseline. Within this zone, the Philippines has exclusive rights to explore and exploit natural resources, such as fish and oil, in the waters and seabed. Continental shelf. The continental shelf refers to the seabed and subsoil of the submarine areas adjacent to the coast, extending up to 350 nautical miles, or the outer edge of the continental margin. The Philippines has sovereign rights to explore and exploit natural resources in this area. Baselines. The baselines serve as reference points for measuring the breadth of the territorial sea, contiguous zone, and EEZ. These baselines are drawn along the outermost points of the archipelago's islands and surrounding features. Article 2. Declaration of Principles and State Policies. Here, we learn about the values and goals of the government. It's like the country's mission statement, saying we want fairness, equality, and a better life for everyone. Sovereignty of the people and the republic. This means that the power to govern comes from the people, and the country is led by elected leaders chosen by the people. It's like saying that everyone in the country has a say in how things are run. Renunciation of war. The Philippines promises not to use war to solve problems, and instead seeks peaceful ways to settle disagreements. It's like saying, let's talk it out instead of fighting. Civilian authority is supreme. This means that elected officials have the final say in running the country, not the military. It's like saying that the boss of the country is the government, not the army. Respect for human rights. The government promises to treat everyone with dignity and fairness, protecting their rights. It's like saying that everyone deserves to be treated well and have their rights respected. Separation of church and state. The government and religion are kept separate. It's like saying that the government doesn't favor any particular religion and respects everyone's beliefs. The family as a basic social institution. Families are important, and the government promises to protect them. It's like saying that families are the building blocks of society, and we should make sure they're strong and happy. Role of youth in nation building. Young people are essential for the country's future, and the government promises to support and take care of them. It's like saying that young people have important ideas and energy that can help make the country better. Autonomy of local governments. Local governments have the power to make decisions about local issues, as long as they follow the national laws. It's like saying that each area of the country can make its own rules that fit its needs. People's participation in governance. The government wants everyone to be involved in making decisions about the country, and it promises to provide information so people can do that. It's like saying that everyone's opinion matters, and we should all work together to make the country better. Independent foreign policy. The Philippines makes its own decisions about its relationships with other countries. It's like saying that the Philippines is its own boss and doesn't let other countries tell it what to do. Article 3, Bill of Rights. This is a list of rules that protect every Filipino's rights. It's like a shield that keeps us safe from unfair treatment and ensures we can speak our minds and practice our beliefs freely. It's a crucial part of the Constitution because it guarantees our fundamental freedoms and safeguards our rights as individuals. By upholding these rights, The government ensures that every Filipino can live in a society where justice, equality, and respect for human dignity prevail. Equality before the law. This means that everyone, regardless of their background or status, is treated equally by the law. It's like saying that the law should apply to everyone the same way, without any special treatment. Right to due process. This ensures that everyone has the right to a fair and impartial trial if they are accused of a crime. It's like saying that nobody can be punished without a fair trial where they get to defend themselves. Freedom of expression. This protects our right to speak our minds, express our opinions, and share our beliefs without fear of punishment. It's like saying that everyone has the freedom to say what they think, as long as they're not hurting anyone else. Freedom of religion. This guarantees our right to practice any religion or belief system we choose, or even not to follow any religion at all. It's like saying that everyone has the right to worship as they please, without interference from the government. Right to privacy. This protects our personal information and prevents others, including the government, from intruding into our private lives without a good reason. It's like saying that everyone has the right to keep certain things about themselves private, like their thoughts and feelings. Protection against unreasonable searches and seizures. This ensures that our homes, belongings, and persons cannot be searched or taken by the government without a warrant or probable cause. It's like saying that the government can't just barge into our homes and take our stuff without a good reason. Right against self-incrimination. This means that nobody can be forced to confess to a crime or say something that could get them in trouble. It's like saying that everyone has the right to remain silent if they're accused of something, and they can't be punished for not talking. Right to bail and against excessive bail. This guarantees that people who are arrested have the right to post bail, which allows them to be released from jail while they await trial. It also ensures that the amount of bail set is not unreasonably high. It's like saying that everyone deserves a chance to wait for their trial outside of jail, as long as they follow certain rules. Presumption of innocence. This means that everyone is considered innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. It's like saying that nobody should be treated like a criminal until it's proven that they did something wrong. Right to a speedy trial. This ensures that people who are accused of crimes have the right to have their cases heard and resolved quickly. It's like saying that nobody should have to wait forever to have their day in court and clear their name. Article 4. Citizenship. This article explains who can be a member of the Filipino community. By establishing clear rules and procedures for acquiring and losing citizenship, it ensures that the Filipino identity is protected and preserved. Whether you're born into it or choose to join through naturalization, citizenship is a vital aspect of belonging to the Philippines and enjoying the rights and privileges that come with it. Citizenship by birth. If you're born in the Philippines or to Filipino parents, you're automatically considered a Filipino citizen. It's like being born into the club, where your membership is inherited from your parents or by virtue of being born in the country. Citizenship by naturalization. If you're a foreigner but meet certain requirements and go through a legal process, you can become a Filipino citizen through naturalization. This process involves living in the Philippines for a certain period, showing good moral character, and taking an oath of allegiance. It's like applying to join the club as an outsider, but if you meet all the requirements and are approved, you become a full-fledged member. Dual citizenship. The Philippines allows dual citizenship, which means you can be a citizen of both the Philippines and another country at the same time. This is especially relevant for Filipinos who become citizens of another country but want to retain their Filipino citizenship. It's like being a member of two clubs at once, enjoying the benefits of both memberships. Loss and reacquisition of citizenship. The Constitution also outlines situations where a person may lose their Filipino citizenship, such as naturalizing as a citizen of another country or pledging allegiance to a foreign nation's armed forces. However, there are provisions for reacquiring Filipino citizenship under certain conditions. It's like temporarily losing your club membership if you join another club, but you can regain it if you meet specific requirements and conditions.